Hey there, welcome back to Let's Nuzlocke, or excuse me, to Let's Play Pokemon SoulSilver Edition. Uh, I am now online, or on my on my game. I'm going to go ahead and start recording as I am now. And the next thing, I'm going to start, that grind I've got to do to get everybody up to Jasmine-like levels. And in so doing, I will be absolutely thrilled to show you, to report. The next thing you guys will see, most likely, will be the evolution of my Hoot Hoot, because he is closest, or she, I don't remember actually the gender. Hang on, let me check. After I grab this apicorn. Let me go ahead and check real quick. Yeah, Smoke is female, and she's only 2 levels from evolving as it is. So I'm gonna level everybody up in the order that I've got them. So Headlight's going first, Smoke next, and then Shingle. The other thing I need to show you guys is that I did already farm up Shingle's Ice Beam. Once again, Shingle's special attack is kind of crappy, but I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with Shingle. We'll just have to see how it turns out. Anyway, I'm going to begin the grind, and I will return probably the next thing you guys see will be the evolution of my new Noctowl. So, without further ado, I'll let you go ahead and see it, unless something else happens, and that's not the next thing, but I'm going to be going in all one go, so I have no idea whether or not something freaky will happen, but it'll probably be the Hoot Hoot. Alright guys, cheers. Okay, round 1 of grind is finally over. Headlight is now ground up. I wanted to show you his or her stats, which is, look at that attack. For some reason, she's got an amazing special attack. It must be a high IV or something. 61 speed's respectable, and those are respectable defenses. I'm pretty happy. Moveset's great. Headbutt, takedown, and then Hypnosis and Confuse Ray to mess with people. And then Intimidate is always handy. So next is Smoke. Smoke has got very low stats right now, but Smoke is level 18. And what I'm going to do is just show you guys a little bit of grinding, or how I do it. In the case of having a Pokemon where the one in question, the one I'm trying to train, is really weak, I'll do swap training. I'm going to demonstrate this now, because most of the things here Smoke is not really going to want to deal with. So we'll do swap training. Honestly, I'm only going to grind to level 30 because I'm only going to need 1 Pokemon to deal with Jasmine. I looked into what Pokemon she has, and she's got 2 Magnemites and a Steelix, which is fine for a Steel-type user, but that means that she basically doesn't have any answer to one of my Pokemon. Go ahead, and I'm going to give you guys the next 3 or 4 seconds to guess which Pokemon that is. The one I'm going to be using to beat up on poor Jasmine. I will leave it up to you guys to try to guess who it is. You have about 10 seconds. And I'm just going to kind of wait it out until I feel that time to reveal it. And of course, if you've been paying attention, I happen to have a Pokemon in my party who's totally immune to electric attacks and resistant to steel attacks and rock attacks and everything that Steelix has, which is fairly weak attack anyway. Pyramid is going to flatten Jasmine. She resists or is immune to everything she has, and she's got Flamethrower. I mean, that's just going to be a really quick gym fight, I think. But that's neither here nor there yet. We still got some dudes to train. I don't have a lot to talk about, and I usually don't when I'm grinding. It's one of the things I do. I basically just put on a live stream in the background and just go. You know, I make sure to take care of my Pokemon, make sure I don't have any, accidental unwanted deaths or anything like that. But, grinding is really boring, and I don't have anything to talk about when I'm doing it. So honestly, what I like to do is just edit this part out so you guys don't have to watch it. because it'll get really dull really fast. I mean, if this was the case of a live stream, like if I was doing this on a live stream, obviously I'd have to show everything I did, including the grinding. And originally, this series, or these series were, thought of as a live stream kind of series, but I couldn't maintain a connection, so I switched it to YouTube instead. And honestly, it's a little bit more comfortable, and it's better for you because you don't have to watch me grind. And, so that's the other reason that I'm doing this, so I can show you guys, how I grind, what grinding is like. Those of you who haven't really done a Nuzlocke kind of thing like this before, it's really dull. And I can't sugarcoat that at all. It's dull to watch somebody grind. I mean, God, Lord knows it's dull for me to do it. I mean, why do you think I put on live streams in the background? But it must certainly be even more dull for somebody who's watching, because it's just fighting the same things over and over and over again until your Pokemon are at the level that you want them to be. And, right now, the highest level stuff out there is these tentacles, south of Olivine. So I'm farming everybody on tentacles because that's the highest level stuff I've got. That's the unfortunate thing about, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I guess, Gold and Silver if you want to go back, is that there's no place to grind between Chuck's gym and Jasmine's gym. I mean, you just get the same grinding area that you had, when you were fighting, when you were getting ready for Chuck. So it takes a long time to grind to a level where he can handle Jasmine. Of course, it's not going to be as long for me because I only need to get to level 30 because I've got a Pokemon who absolutely trumps poor Jasmine. So it's not really that much of a concern in particular. But all the same, I've got so many Pokemon I need to train this time because of what happened in Chuck's gym. It's taking a very long time to train. And I wish it didn't. I wish I could do this much faster. I guess in theory, I could, pull out PokSave and edit all of their values to the correct values to make sure they have the right total experience at the right level, and etc. and all that jazz. But that's not only is that also boring, like it's dishonest too. If I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna grind. I'm not gonna do cheat basically to just make the Pokemon the level I want them to be. Now, I have stated that I would use PokSave to evolve Pokemon that I wouldn't normally be able to evolve, thanks to the fact that I am playing this on an emulator. And I think that that's not really cheating, because if I was playing, if this version of the game was my hard copy, and I had a way to record that, I can simply trade it between, because I actually have 2 DSs, I could do the trade evolvings myself. I wouldn't need any help for that. So I'd be able to do that. But this is not my hard copy, so I can't do that. So the way I decided to do that, of course, is if I have something that evolves via trade, it's fair to use the PokSave to evolve it, just at an acceptable level, And, I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. No one really is, showed distaste for that, so I'm not, no one's getting hung up on it. So I assume that everyone's basically okay with it. Anyway, after Fedora gets finished knocking out this tentacle, Smoke should have the experience to level to 20. Yes, indeed. Those stats. So good. They're about to get a big boost. What? Smoke is evolving? Boom, Noctowl. Now, is he Noctowl? See, when I initially caught this Hoot Hoot, I wasn't too enthused about the fact that she had modest nature. And, as you know, modest is lowered attack and raised special attack. And I was like, well, it's a normal flying type. I need to have special. Modest would take advantage of special attacks and not normal attacks. And normal flyings, they do physical attacks. Well, not so much, as it turns out. Noctowl is a special attacker, and for serious. Noctowl learns nothing but like psychic moves and moves that basically use special attack. So honestly, I am absolutely thrilled to have a modest Noctowl. But as you can see, I do have one. I now have gotten her to level 20. Now I just need to get these other these other 5 to level 30. I'll check in with a stat update later on in the grind, probably once I've completed everybody, assuming I have time tonight. And then I'll take on Jasmine, and that will probably be the end of today's video because so much grind. Right. Thanks, everybody. I'll be back in a while. Alright, guys, I'm back. I was grinding and grinding and grinding, and I realized that if I get down to Shingle in that fight against Jasmine, I have already lost. So I'm not going to grind him yet until I've got a better place to grind him. He's got no moves that can hurt tentacles. The grinding would be even more monotonous and boring with him than it was even with the rest of my party. So I'm going to go ahead and heal up. As you can see, I've already got Pyramid in the front of my party, and honestly, I don't expect any trouble from Jasmine at all. Like, the worst that she can do to me is her Magnemites can hit Pyramid with confusion. That is honestly it. Like, her Steelix has nothing that she doesn't resist. The only thing that she doesn't resist on the Magnemites is Sonic Boom, and she should knock them out with a single flamethrower. Honestly, this fight should go a lot more smoothly than the Chuck fight. And if she gets in trouble, I know I can swap to some other guys who've got the defensive chops to take a hit or two if I really need them to. So, let's have a chat with Jasmine. Will that medicine cure Amphi? Mm-hmm. I handed the secret potion to Jasmine. Please don't be offended. Amphi will not take anything from me. Or will not take anything from anyone but me, I think is what it meant to say. Amphi, how are you feeling? Paloo, paloo. Suddenly bright. Oh God, my eyes. I'm blind. I'm so relieved. This is just wonderful. Thank you so very, very much. I'll return to the gym. Why don't you take the... Man, in a fair world, you'd beat her back to the gym because she leaves by the stairs and you can just take the elevator. Yeah, so with the grind and the recording, I've been working on this episode for about 4 hours now, give or take. Or, definitely take, but it's been a while working on it, and I'm satisfied, and honestly, I am not real concerned about Jasmine. Warden Balba, we've finally opened the Safari Zone. Do you know where it is? You know the gate inside the cavern in Kyanwood City? Go through there and walk for a short while. You should see the Safari Zone. We're a little out of the way, but please come visit. Okay, so I've got that going on. That's going to be definitely something to do, and I know that there's going to be some trainers to grind on the way. I still didn't expect that to happen at this point. But you know what? I am still happy with where I'm standing right now with how hard Pyramid trumps Jasmine. So honestly, instead of doing the Safari Zone today, I'm going to start tomorrow's episode with it. And I'm going to still finish today's episode with beating Jasmine. Oh wait, there's trainers in here now. Okay. Well then I'll beat the trainers first. And get Pyramid another couple levels for insurance purposes. Wait, what? Thank you for helping the gym leader. Battle's a separate matter. Go for it. Oh yeah, they're just going to congratulate me and not fight me. Giggle. I know how capable you are from the lighthouse. It's time you show that side of yourself to Jasmine. Good luck. Yep. Okay, no insurance levels, but honestly, thank you for your help at the lighthouse. But this is different. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Jasmine, a gym leader. I use the Clang Steel type. Do you know about the Steel type? They're very hard, cold, sharp, and really strong. I'm not lying. Yeah, well, you know what beats Steel types? Ground types with fire moves. Magnemite, huh? Okay. See how Magnemite likes my flamethrower. Whoosh. Nope, you're dead. 1 down, 2 to go. Okay, she's going with the Steelix now. That's not a big deal. Burn it. Yep, that's about what I figured. Iron Tail is going to not hurt much at all. Okay, discount that. It did 40 damage, but Pyramid's beefy enough to eat it, and down goes Steelix. All that's left is one more Magnemite, and as I previously stated, the only thing that they've got is Sonic Boom and Supersonic. So, Pyramid, well, you know, I don't curse much in this Let's Play, but honestly, Pyramid gives no fucks. Steel Gem down. That was much, much easier than Chuck. Thank you for the cash, Jasmine. You're a better trainer than me in both skill and kindness. In accordance with league rules, I confer upon you this badge. I speak receive the mineral badge from Jasmine. Yep. Pyramid's a boss. Lady boss. With that badge, all Pokemon, including trading Pokemon up to level 70, will obey you without question. Please take this too. 23 is Iron Tail, is it not? Your Pokemon will hit the target with its hard tail, occasionally lowering the target's defense. Thanks, Jasmine. So yeah, Pyramid's a chick boss. Look at that! Look at the stat! Look at this! I have to highlight this with my arrow, with my mouse. Capable of taking hits. I think we just saw that, didn't we? All right then. Between this episode and next episode, I'll make my way to the Safari Zone. Actually, I'll fight the trainers on the way, you know, on camera, if I remember to. And Shingle's got to get some training done. But I need to find some better stuff to train him on, because Tentacles, well, he can't do anything to them. Right, folks? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.